people, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today we're so excited to have you again. Some time ago there was some kind of fight amongst Afenifere member, and most of them were not happy with the leader of the group, talking about Ayo Adebanjo, for citing Peter Obi or preferring Peter Obi or supporting Peter Obi than Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and that Bohaha has been on for a long while. The other faction of Afenifere says that it is Yoruba turn, and no one should be supporting a different person from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But Adebanjo has finally come up with the reason why he says he stands with Peter Obi, and we're going to be looking at what he has to say. Now, according to the news, the leader of Pan Yoruba Socio-Cultural Organization Afenifere, Ayo Adebanjo, has disclosed that the group backed Peter Obi of the Labour Party to prevent the continuity of the incompetence of the current administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. In a tweet posted on Friday, Mr. Adebanjo said the group is opposed to the candidacy of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a Yoruba man who is the candidate of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC, because the former Lagos State governor will ensure continuity of the current administration. According to him, he said Ahmed Tinubu will only give continuity to Buhari's incompetence. We know Peter Obi very well. That is why we endorse him. He will not disappoint Nigerians. Let us put our tribal differences apart and vote right leaders. The group had earlier declared support for the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, an Igbo man and former governor of Anambra State, on the basis that it is the turn of the southeast geopolitical zone of the country. Yes, we have endorsed Peter Obi. My reason for supporting him is because, based on equality and justice, the presidency should go to the southeast. That was what Mr. Adebanjo had said some weeks ago. Mr. Tinubu and Afenifere have a long history. In 1999, the former governor of Lagos State, contested and won the Lagos State governorship election under the Alliance for Democracy, a political party of Afenifere. He was re-elected in 2003 under the same party. Disagreement within the Alliance for Democracy AD, led by Mr. Tinubu, and his allies to form the Action Congress AC, which later turned to Action Congress ACN and moved to the party. Atiku Abubakar, who is the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party (PDP), was the presidential candidate of the AC in 2007 election. Since Mr. Tinubu left the AD, it has been no love lost between him and Afenifere. In 2015, Afenifere endorsed Goodluck Jonathan against the APC, although the decision divided the group as some state chapters opposed the endorsement. Again, in 2019, the group was divided in its endorsement. A faction led by Reuben Fashoranti endorsed Mr. Atiku of the PDP, while another group led by Ayo Fashanmi endorsed Mr. Buhari of the APC. This is quite interesting, getting to know that they have finally put a better reason for supporting Peter Obi, because that was one of the things that caused a lot of trouble during the period of, the fight. The fight was that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is from the southwest, and being that he's from the southwest, he should be given an opportunity to lead the country, and a lot of talks were on that. But, some time ago, Peter Obi came up and said the reason for supporting me, or for the reason for choosing any leader, shouldn't be on the grounds of, geopolitical zone and all of that. Considering the situation of the country right now, everything should be revolving around competence and, readiness to serve, competence. That should be, the main reason why you should be choosing someone that you want to support. It shouldn't be the issue of he's from my geopolitical group, he's from my ethnic group, and all of that. And with that in at heart, we all know that Peter Obi is better in terms of everything than the other contestant. Nigerians are not falling headlong for him because he's the best that would change the narrative of the country and all of that. No, the reason why things are going the way it is going is because this is the only qualified person in terms of age, in terms of competence, in terms of awareness, as it has to do with Nigerian problem, in terms of solving the situation on ground. And that is why there's this push for him to be given a chance to lead the country. Peter Obi has shown considerable expertise in both in his manifesto and in his talk towards solving the problem of the country. We know that APC will always want to queue up behind whoever that had been before them and all of that. Nigerians do not want to see that. Already, as we are talking, the person of President Muhammadu Buhari has not performed superbly as expected, though he's still saying before the end of this administration he will do this and do that. Nigerians do not want to hear those stories because already from all quarters it seems as if Nigerians are being taken for granted. The lives of Nigerians is being politicized and all of that. Nobody wants to sit back and watch that happen, and that is why you are seeing everybody kind of queuing behind Peter Obi and all of that. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for me, is competent. He has what it takes to lead the country and all of that. But his age and his health condition will not permit him to do that. Already we are seeing so many inconsistencies in the statement or sentences he's making. We've come to see that the man is old and stricken in age. A lot of people have come out to tell Nigerians the truth about who he is in terms of age. Just some 2 days ago, if you check our feed, you're going to see the news where T Mark came out, one of Nigerians' finest when it comes to blowing of flutes. He came out to tell Nigerians that he is an in-law of of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and that Tinubu is not 70 years as he is saying, that Tinubu is as old as 86 years. Which sane person would want to stand with that kind of person? Huh? Who on earth? 70-year-old man, if you feel he's competent enough, then you will not do anybody who supports him. For me, I feel the person should do same by putting his own company in the hands of an 86-year-old man, so that you get to see what will be the result of events that will happen in your company. Nigeria, we are talking about 200 million people here, and being that we are up to 200 million people, we do not need someone who will not be able to see things from different perspectives, someone who will not understand the diversity in ethnicity, the diversity in religion, and create an enabling environment to carry everybody along. That's not the kind of person we are looking for. We're looking for one who is ready, competent, and health-wise is ready to fix the country for Nigeria. So for me, it's thumb up to Ayo Adebanjo for clarifying the reason why he has to support Peter Obi and all of that. That's what we like to leave it. Go to our comment.